Hey, what's going on, guys? This is Broku, and welcome back to another Dragon Ball video. And in this video today, this is my 20,000 subscriber special. And first off, guys, I want to thank you guys so much for 20,000 subscribers. That is absolutely amazing. I never thought I'd get to this point. And I really do appreciate all the support, all the likes, all the comments, all the people in my Discords, all the people who have donated to me on Super Chat, all the people who are my Patreon supporters. Thank you guys so much. It is absolutely amazing. Because of you guys, I am basically able to do this as my job for now. But also, as you know, I'm also a full-time student. So it's not like I'm really technically doing YouTube full-time. But I am putting a lot of time into it. And because of you guys, I'm able to do that and not work some bullshit job right now. And this is the best job in the world. Literally make videos about Dragon Ball. Nothing can beat that. And thanks to you guys do make that possible. Now, I did promise you guys a face reveal, and you're gonna get it. So, here it is. Are you guys ready for this face reveal?
I'm gonna steal the Declaration of Independence.
20,000 subscriber face reveal. Alright guys, so now that you saw my ugly face, I'm just gonna let you know that I don't really plan on using my face in videos a lot. I just prefer talking and not really video commentaries or face cam commentaries. But let me know if you want to see more of my face in these videos. So this video is, what if Broku was in the Dragon Ball universe? And now of course I'm talking about my avatar for my channel, and I'm basically using it under the pretext of the fan-made manga of that dude who became Yamcha. Like, he fell asleep, he woke up, and he was Yamcha inside the Dragon Ball universe. And basically, I'm gonna do that, but for myself, and what I would do knowing everything that would happen in the future. So I'd be in this knowing everything that happened in the future. We'll have to start with Dragon Ball Z because that's really my favorite Dragon Ball series. I love them all, but Dragon Ball Z is my favorite, and I think it's the best to go into. So, what would my, sort of strength levels be if I were in the Dragon Ball universe? Well, I could say that I'm a pretty strong human in real life. I mean, here's a video of me bench pressing 340 pounds with ease, and this is me after not lifting weights for 2 months. So I was extremely rusty and extremely weak. And the thing is, I don't know how strong I could be if I actually trained, but I know I could be extremely strong. About 3 years ago, I could bench press over 400 pounds, and now I could probably do a lot more if I stuck to a really consistent workout regimen, but right now I don't. So I would be a pretty strong human, but not in the context of a fighter in the Dragon Ball Z universe. So I don't know what my power level would be, but the thing is that, but if I can just translate what my football skills were to a fighter and just transfer that, because I didn't really fight, I was a football player. Then I'd be a top tier fighter in the Dragon Ball universe. So let's say I'm really good at martial arts, I have minor ki control, and I have ki blast and whatnot, but I wake up, I'm inside the Dragon Ball universe, it's a few weeks before Raditz arrives, and I can fly, I can do all this, and I know all these locations. And the first thing that I'd want to do is find the Dragon Ball. So I'd have to find Bulma, and then I'd wish to become a Saiyan, because honestly it wouldn't change much. I'd look the same, and the only difference is that I'd get Zenkai boosts, and I could potentially go Azaru, but main thing is I could go Super Saiyan. I would be so hyped if I could go Super Saiyan. That's why I want to wish to be a Saiyan. And I think that Saiyans are just naturally, if they train, they can get much stronger than humans can. So that'd be one of my first wishes. The thing that I would need to do though is, since Raditz is coming, I would need to find Goku and warn him, because I mean, if I let things play out the same, that would be boring. That's not how the manga of the Yamcha thing did. It completely changed things. So what I'd do is I'd find Goku early, I would tell him about Raditz, then I would train with him in the Hyperbolic Time Chamber, tell him that we need to go in there, we'd go in there together, and we'd come out, and we'd both be several times stronger than Raditz at that point, just with just a year together. It's probably that we'd both be several times stronger than Raditz. But Goku would be stronger than me, of course, because he already had a huge advantage on me. And this means that Piccolo would be nothing. But the thing is that I love Piccolo, so I would sort of meet Piccolo, tell him everything that's gonna happen. Yeah, so this would really just turn into a huge, completely jumbled up mess if I was in the Dragon Ball universe, because I'd be like, oh, Piccolo, you're evil right now, you want to kill Goku, but in reality, in about a few years, you're gonna be a good guy, and like not just an anti-hero, a complete good guy. In fact, Goku's son, you're basically gonna be his father, so you might as well become good now. Don't try anything on me, Piccolo, because I can kill you right now. So it'd be kind of hard to do this and tell people, oh, well, you're gonna be a good guy, because that could change Piccolo. He could be like, oh, I don't want to be a good guy. He could try and do anything that he wanted to, maybe stay being evil. But basically, I'd fight, and we'd kill Raditz together, and of course, you know, I'd tell Goku literally everything. I'd be like, Goku, there's this thing called a Super Saiyan, and if you get really mad and bring out all this emotion, you can become a Super Saiyan, and I'd tell him to get a 50 times multiplier. And also, I wouldn't just tell Goku everything that happened. I would tell him that his whole life, his whole history is a manga. He's not real, and see what his reaction would be. That'd be funny as hell. And I think that'd be funny, but I mean, it'd be so sick to meet Vegeta. Oh, that'd be awesome. Vegeta, as you know, is my favorite character, and that'd be so awesome to meet him. It'd be such a weird interaction though, because he'd be such a dick to me. But by the time I'd actually meet him, when he came in the Saiyan Saga, I would be much stronger than him, because after we defeat Raditz, I would tell Goku we need to find King Kai. King Kai would train the both of us. We both get Kaioken, both get the Spirit Bomb. We'd both be able to easily defeat Vegeta. Not only would we know Kaioken, but our base power level would be even stronger than Vegeta's, so we wouldn't even need the Kaioken. And basically, this whole story is just going to be that there's basically no deaths. We just defeat all the villains with ease, because I know everything that's going to happen. Not only is Goku going to be much stronger, all the other fighters are going to be much stronger, but I'm going to be very strong as well. Whenever Goku gets Super Saiyan, I'll get Super Saiyan, because I'll have wished for myself to become a Saiyan. I'll tell Goku about the Super Saiyan God ritual. I'll tell Goku about Beerus and Whis. I'll tell everybody about Beerus and Whis, and we get everybody to become a Super Saiyan God. That'd be the most, like, I know that'd be kind of annoying to watch as a fan, but inside of Dragon Ball, why on God's earth would you not want everybody to be a Super Saiyan God, just in case you needed everybody to be a Super Saiyan God? I don't know why they didn't do the Super Saiyan God ritual on Gohan, on Goten, or Trunks, because they would become insanely strong. And although yes, they're kind of weak now, and training would be probably a good idea, but at least give them a base power of this extreme strength. And that's kind of what I'd do. I would advise them, knowing what would happen in the future. And that'd be interesting for me meeting Beerus and Whis, what they would think of me as a dude who is not even of this earth or of this universe. I actually read and watch Beerus from my own personal perspective, and would they even believe me? And I mean, I don't know how I could prove it, that I am a human from the real earth that watches Dragon Ball as a form of media, but that would be really hard to convince them. I could say all the stuff I know about the multiple universes, I know about Zeno, I know about the universes that got erased, I know about Jaundbz as being Beerus' brother, I know about Vados, I know about the Tournament of Power, all that stuff happening. I know about Toppo and about Jiren, and the fact that I know about self-movement is a thing, and I know that Beerus had this dream or prophecy of the Super Saiyan God, and if I met Beerus before he told me that, then maybe he could believe me that I was of a different universe. It'd be really hard to convince Beerus and Whis. I know, guys, I know you're probably thinking this story is kind of just a bunch of rambling. Well, it is, because I can't really identify exactly what would happen. I'm just kind of telling you what I would do. I'd go around, I would say, oh, well, the androids are coming. Okay, well, let's train. Oh, well, if we let the androids get absorbed by a cell, then Cell's gonna become way too strong. Okay, well, let's not let that happen, or let's go Super Saiyan God before that happens, so that Cell literally has no chance, because Cell would get digged down by Super Saiyan God. Or about how Majin Buu can absorb people. I'd say, oh, well, Majin Buu's gonna be absorb people. And if I change stuff so that Gohan ends up not almost getting killed by Buu, and then doesn't go train with Elder Kai and get his potential unleashed, then I'd be like, oh, well, originally what was supposed to happen is Gohan, you would get your potential unleashed, so go to Supreme Kai, break the Z Sword, and then he'll release your potential. I would kind of do that. I would be like, make sure that everybody still gets the same power-ups, but I would always try and predict the future. And, well, I wouldn't predict it, I'd know the future. I would tell Beerus of Zamasu, I would make sure that they use a time ring, go into the future and see that Zamasu would become evil, and then they come back and then they kill Zamasu. I would warn them of the tournaments of power and that they would need to start all training an insane amount, especially because of Jiren and how strong Jiren is. You know, just imagine me talking to Goku and be like, yeah, so Goku, so there's Super Saiyan 2, which is a lot stronger than Super Saiyan 1. Then there is Super Saiyan 3, which is a lot stronger than Super Saiyan 2. And then there's this thing called Super Saiyan God, which is infinitely stronger than Super Saiyan 3. Well, imagine Super Saiyan God becoming your base form, and then you can go Super Saiyan on top of that, but then you get this thing called Super Saiyan Blue, and that's insanely strong. Oh, and remember your Kaioken? Well, you can put Kaioken on top of your Super Saiyan Blue. And so, not only this, but so you're going Super Saiyan Blue, Kaioken times 20, and this guy, Jiren, he blinks you away. He literally blinks at you and just knocks you away. That's how strong this Jiren guy is, Goku. Imagine how excited Goku would be from the get-go. He'd be training so much in anticipation for this fight. I would kind of ruin this whole show for everybody by telling everybody what would happen. I would make sure that Gohan does not stop training, and I'd be like, Gohan, if you don't stop training, I'm gonna steal your girl, because, bitch, you need to be fucking training, because not only do I want you to be a strong fighter, literally almost everybody in the entire Dragon Ball fandom hates that you become such a bitch all the time. I would make Goten train. There's so much shit that I would do that, you know how a lot of people get mad, like how I mentioned earlier, why doesn't everybody do the Super Saiyan God ritual who's a Saiyan when they can do that? Or why doesn't people use the time chamber more and all that stuff? And all this, the hacks they could do with the Dragon Balls that would make things easier, and all the wishes I use for the Dragon Balls on myself. There's so much I would do if I was actually in the Dragon Ball universe. It'd be awesome to meet Goku. It would be even better to meet Vegeta. I'd love to meet Future Trunks. That would be sick. And Future Gohan as well. Future Gohan is one of my favorite characters. He's my favorite version of Gohan. He's kind of the version of Gohan that what should have been, because Gohan is such a bitch right now. I'd love to meet Piccolo. I'd love to meet all these characters, and I'd love to fight some of these villains. And guys, you know, one of the first things that I would do is I would go to Universe 2, and then I would beat the absolute crap out of Ribrianne, because oh my god, Ribrianne is so annoying. She has more screen time than Hit in the Tournament of Power. Oh, she is so bad, it's so annoying. I would try and go around all these different continuities, all these different fighters. I try and learn their techniques. Like, imagine, so if I'm a Super Saiyan, right? I can go, I have Super Saiyan God, I have Super Saiyan Blue. Imagine if I learn Ultra Instinct, I go to Hit and learn his Time Skip, I go to Lavender and learn his Poison. Like, imagine if I learned all these different techniques. I think after I learned all these techniques, after I made sure that all the Dragon Ball Z fighters were basically good, like they were all strong enough to fight future villains, or basically, I put them in the mindset that they need to keep training, keep using the Hyperbolic Time Chamber when they need, make sure that if they find something like Super Saiyan God, that they take advantage of that and use it on everybody. But once I got to this point where I was now a Saiyan, I was now God level, I had Super Saiyan Blue, I had a Kaioken, I had Ultra Instinct, basically everything that Goku has and everything that Vegeta has, and like I said, the Time Skip, all these other cool techniques. I learned like all the techniques from all the fighters. Well, what I would do then is I would gather the Dragon Balls, and whether the Dragon Balls or the Super Dragon Balls, I don't know, because it depends on which was powerful enough. And I would use these Dragon Balls, and I would wish to be transferred to the DC universe, and I would use all of these powers. I would start powering up in the middle of Metropolis, and of course that would get Superman's attention, and Superman's gonna come in and I'm gonna show him who's boss. Like, I want to show Screw Attack who's boss too, because I would beat the absolute crap out of Superman. Or what I'd do is I'd wish for me and Goku to be transferred to the DC universe and have Goku fight Superman and show everybody who would really win. Now of course there's a version of Superman that can beat Goku, that's for sure, and that's just a really OP Superman, but I think Goku beats a lot of the Supermans, especially Goku now. But for me to fight Superman, oh my god, that would be amazing. Also, I'd go and meet Batman, because Batman's a badass. But Batman would probably hate me. If you've seen Batman vs. Superman, well, he'd hate me because of how strong I was. That'd be also funny to reveal to all the DC characters that they're also just a comic book series, and that they're not real, and that I'm a fan. So I would say I'm a fan from the real world that transferred to a different fiction series, and then used fictional wishes to move to this fictional series. That would not make a lot of sense, but guys, of course, this whole entire what if is not really my actual what ifs I do, because I'm just kind of saying what I would do, not really how I would change the story. I kind of make it try and go the same. But of course, if you don't like me using the Dragon Balls to go to DC Universe, well, that's what I would do. So that'd be really fun. And I'd probably do that for Marvel too. But I like Marvel more than DC, so I wouldn't go and try and single somebody out to go fight him. But I would go and try and meet Thor in the Marvel Universe and have a friendly sparring match against him and the Hulk. That would be sick, guys. And meet Captain America. But anyways, guys, of course, it's a big rambling video. You saw my face, saw some of my football highlights, saw what I would do if I was in the Dragon Ball universe. Let me know what you guys think of this video, and comment down below what you guys would do in the Dragon Ball universe. I'm really curious about that. Would you try and become an evil guy, a good guy, or what would you do? Would you try and change things? Would you try and make Yamcha an actual good fighter, or make Goten the strongest fighter? What would you do? Let me know down below, guys, and would you tell them where you were from? Because I would, because honestly, Dragon Ball, it's a crazy, weird universe, and that is something that they would believe, because there's already multiple universes, so it wouldn't be that far-fetched to believe that I came from a different, completely set of different universes. Anyways, like if you did enjoy, comment down below telling me your thoughts, and subscribe. Follow me on Twitter, and join my Discord, guys. Don't forget to go check out my gaming channel, Broku Gaming. I'm going to be streaming more on this channel. I want to stream twice a week on Broku Gaming, but thanks to all my Patreon supporters, guys, the guys who have been here from the beginning. Thanks to Diraj Payton, the Awesome Guy Who Only Sports Broku on Patreon, and Zach Otaku. Those are my Super Saiyans, and thanks to my Super Saiyan 2s, Israel Flores, Mystic Ghoul, Badass Thug, Darius, and Jackie Marnie. Thank you guys so much. It really does mean a lot for all of your support. And thank you guys again so much for 20,000 subscribers. I cannot believe it. But I hope you guys have an amazing day. Peace out.